Cause in all the rest I said peace up north, peace down south, peace in the ghettos all round about. We're all in one and all. So throw away the guns and the Warsaw Cup. Show away the hunger and the Warsaw Cup. Show away the fighting and the Warsaw Cup. Show away the grudges and the Warsaw Cup.
When it started out, I always felt that punk was freedom to express yourself. It was a chance to be yourself, to do what you wanted, however you wanted to do it. I mean, when we started, bands that were considered as punk bands were people, there was diverse as Blondie, Television, the Slits, Sex Pistols, Damned, obviously, Elvis Costello. It was a really broad church, and yet they all, because of the attitude, were considered punk.
Come on, your roots, radicals, you're up to the reggae roots. Radicals, you're up to the reggae roots. Radicals, you're skype to the reggae roots.
By the time we got round to making Go For It in 1981, if you didn't have a Mohican and 5 studs tattooed across your fucking forehead, you weren't allowed to be in a punk band. And the whole thing had become constricted and tight and horrible. And I just wanted to carry on down the road that I started out on in what I consider to be a punk band, which was the ability and the permission, if you like, to express yourself. So if I wanted to write a pop record, I was fucked if I wasn't going to write a fucking pop record. And that's what we basically did. I mean, we went ahead and started to write pop singles at that point.
Come on, your roots, radicals, you're up to the reggae roots. Radicals, you're up to the reggae roots. Radicals, you're skype to the reggae roots. Come on now.
I think actually Go For It is the best album we ever made.
It's an incredibly good album. It's very strong, and you know, not unlike what The Clash did when they made London's Calling. They were moving away. They didn't want to make another punk rock album.
There was a lot of genuine love went into making of that album, and it hadn't really struck us until we played it to one or two of the guys at Chrysalis. They came down to the studio. I remember one bloke saying to me, so what I really like about it is it's so positive, it's so sort of life-affirming, and too many punk rock albums are all about, oh, isn't my life hell, and so on and so forth. And I said, well, yeah, it's called Go For It.
To comfort, inflicted, and keep them from harm. Be protected, and the infants be struck.
It didn't, I don't think it ever reached the audience that it should have, because by then, the thing which had made our initial success of being very identifiable, almost like a brand, as the Northern Ireland punk rock voice of a generation thing, meant that I think an awful lot of people would have bought and liked that album, except we don't want to know another album about the Troubles and so forth.